Hello everyone, welcome to Bargain Gaming, where we can play excellent games without busting our wallets. This is episode 416 of Ogre Tactics, and we are now in a post-game analysis. And so, I think I barely covered, in the previous episode, I think we barely covered what are the possibilities in the post-game, right? So the thing is that there's a coda thing. So that means now we can go back to any... I haven't done this yet, so I have really no idea what's going to happen, right? Supposedly, we haven't even checked what this does, right? Apparently, yeah. When we come here, it says coda prelude. So that means, and this is an anchor point. The anchor point, that means we can go all the way back to any anchor point here. So that means we'll start from there. I haven't done any experiments, so maybe another anchor point is this one. Why won't they allow us to get there? Oh yeah, this one they can allow us to get there, but this one won't. I wonder why. Oh, here. Okay. So that's one. And this is in the world. Is this world? No, this is the world turret. Oh, the chariot. So this is the world turret. So that means the world. Yeah, again, the chariot turret allows us to go back to an earlier fight scene, right? Within a fight. Anyway, and then in tidings, I'm looking to see if there are new things coming out. Oh, Dark Knight. Ooh. As the resistance broke through the gates of Heimgate, Dark Knight Lancelot informed Regent Brantin of his intention to... Okay. However, the Dark Knight Barbas drew steel against his commander, unhappy with the decisions he made. The Dark Knights Martin and Mandoras captured Lancelot and exposed his plans, taking Brynhildr for their own. Okay, now we have Brynhildr. With Regent Brandon Moore dead, war between the background and the remaining background cadre began talks with the resistance to form a new kingdom under Princess Versalia. Okay, we saw that. So these are just recap of... Oh, this is the Holy Knight Lancelot. Oh, there was no sign. Said to have been held prisoner in its dungeons. None of the Dark Knights knew of his whereabouts. However, a shadow learned that someone resembling the knight had been seen at a nearby church. Apocrypha. We have seen the Apocrypha. Okay, okay, so there's nothing new there. For Rampa. Okay, a kingdom rises. Having the backing of both resistance leaders and the commons, Princess Versalia announced her intent to establish Heim as the provisional seat of her throne. Many of the princess' closest allies are to aid in her rule. She's announced that the resistance to be dissolved with the war at an end and the Dark Knights destroyed. The resistance has already fulfilled its purpose. The soldiers will join the Queen's Guard or be assigned other posts to ensure that they are rewarded for the service they have given. Heim Castle is bustling with the preparation for Versalia's coronation. With the Heim conflict that erupted following the death of King Dargaloa, at the end, King Tristan of the Kingdom of New Zenobia pledged to support Princess Versalia in restoring the Isles to their former glory. It is rumored that his envoys have already been sent to Heim. The Holy Ludician Empire has made no comment thus far. With the collapse of the bankrupt Valerian kingdom, they had lent aid through a secret treaty. They surely cannot remain silent for much longer. Interestingly, it seems the destruction of the Dark Knight has yet to be announced in Lodis. Though the war in Valeria is at an end, bands of armed militia still roam the land. The Tigers of Burnham is one such group based in the Burnham Highlands. They've been implicated in a number of... Okay, so this will open up this Burnham. They recently claimed that Denham Pavel, leader of the resistance, is using Princess Versalia to gain the power for himself. They have stated their intention to capture Heim from the resistance and restore a rightful order under Versalia's rule. Though they fight under the banner of justice for all Valerians, former Bakram and Galgastani soldiers are joining their ranks in droves, and doubts have been cast on their motives. Okay, so that will open up something new then, I think. The bending of time. Many strange rumors have been circulating of late. People thought dead have been seen walking about, and the same person sighted in two places at once. Okay, so that makes sense that maybe even if we allow Cashua to die, maybe the Princess Versalia will still be alive. Normally little stock would be put in such rumors, but there is much talk about these incidents among scholars and mages. Some believe them the work of the Apocrypha, others attribute them to some arcane art brought from Lodis. A common thread is found throughout these reports. The young hero of the resistance, Denham, is always mentioned by witnesses. Denham is famed as a warrior and tactician, but few know of his penchant for collecting tarot cards. He's apparently particularly fond of the Wheel of Fortune card. It is not clear how this relates to the current rumors. Oh, that means when we go back in time, that's when they see us again. But the Wheel of Fortune card has long been a symbol of regret and atonement in Valeria. It could not be beyond reason for Denham himself to be struggling with such feelings, having experienced war at such a young age. What would one do if the power to bend time fell into our hands? One could repeat an exercise knowing the best solution in advance, or learn a lover plans to leave you before they speak a word. Who would not go back to save the lives of fallen comrades? However, one thing must be kept in mind. A different past is no guarantee of a happier future. Changing what has happened may in fact have no effect at all on the here and the now. Okay, so this will explain the Wheel of Time. Okay. Oh, Songstress of Homage. An enchanting winged songstress has arrived in Port Homage, a town of ruffians and rogues. People flock to her to hear her angelic voice day upon day. It's rare to see winged women folk in these parts, and she has become quite a spectacle. You know what? We all the rune fencers we got are all males, right? We never got a female one. So I think this opened up talk. Let's see if it opened up anything. Amish, right? Okay, Pirates Graveyard, Port Amish. So we need to go there. But before we do that, we will have to get our party leveled up to 45. So in case we bump into any difficulties, we will not be short in terms of levels or our ability to withstand. Denham. Okay, we know that. Vice, Kachua. Why are they... Why is... Oh, this is updates. Ah, I think, yeah, that's another history where we actually might have to kill him. I remember... yeah, the Holy Knight, yeah, Lancelot. He came to recover the sword Brynhildr at the behest of King Tristan. There he joined the Wallisters. He was captured in Bakram. Okay, after the liberation of Heim, many prisoners were freed from the castle dungeons, but it is uncertain whether Lancelot was among them. There has been no word of him since. So I wonder if we can rescue him. I think this guy died, right? He joined the Wallister after aiding Denham in freeing Duke Ronway from Almorica. After being grievously wounded during the Bakram invasion of Rhyme, he recuperated in Almorica. He later saved Denham when the chaos... Oh yeah, he did not. We saw him, he was very sickly. Chaos Gate collapsed during a momentous battle. He later saved Denham. Ah yeah, he stayed behind, but was himself trapped. It is not known if he survived. Yeah. Whoa, those are... Yeah, there's so many things that we actually can... So this is another named NPC we could have recruited. But was later dismissed? Okay, he died. Okay, Bakram, who once ruled the kingdom of Valeria, he united the scattered dominions of Valeria through his great vision and public favor. Upon becoming king, he sought to end hostilities between various factions. He became distraught after losing his wife and son in rapid succession, and sought the power to bring them back by triggering a chaos gate deep within the Hanging Gardens. He was instead imprisoned within it by an evil force. His corrupted form emerged once more when the gate was opened by the Dark Knight's Martyr, but he was defeated by Denim. Okay. See, like this Mana Flora. Mother to Kachua. Okay. Oh yeah, she's the evil queen. So we never killed this guy. He attempted to use the sword Brynhildr, stolen from the kingdom of Zenobia, to unravel the mystery of these powers. However, finally realizing they were beyond man's control, he considered withdrawing from Valeria. He was detained when Sir Martin and Sir Barbas rebelled against him, but later escaped during a battle between resistance and Bakram forces. His current whereabouts are unknown. So this guy is again at large. Volak. Another unknown. I think we killed this guy. Yeah, we killed this guy. Okay. Yeah, this guy we killed also. Yep, we killed this guy. The Dark Knight, the Dark Knight Oz. You know, like these guys. Oh, he is at Fidok, huh? He died battling Denim with the Dark Knight Balsaphon. We got her. Andorus. The Holy Rhodesian Empire saw the bountiful lands of harbored deep hatred towards Lodis for destroying his homeland. He joined Sir Martin, was slain there by the resistance. You know, I wonder if he can be oh, this is the guy we wanted to recruit, right? His whereabouts since the downfall of the kingdom of Galgazar was not known until it was discovered continuing nefarious experiments in Exeter. He was defeated by the resistance but then reincarnated as a lich and escaped. I think we do have necromancers, right? Oh, what's this guy? The Saint King Kristen. Okay. Claire Halmorath, a young girl living in Heim. She was orphaned when the Bakram invaded Rhyme. Having hidden away the grief of her loss, she now spends her days caring for refugees at an abbey in Heim. Her bright outlook and words of encouragement bring hope to those she looks after. You know, I'll have to go and check who are the Beast Lord. Who are the named NPCs that are worth going back to recruit? Serving the Bakram host, original from the Fidok region, Stanoska was born early and weak. He suffered from a string of childhood illnesses. Stanos grew stronger with age until his muscular frame matched that of his father. He joined the Valerian royal army as a foot soldier, and just when he felt he had finally surpassed his father's expectation, his father died abruptly, mauled by a beast during training. After 5 years as a foot soldier, transferred to the Beast Legion. Oh, he was slain in battle with the rebellion forces in. Okay. Okay, did we kill this guy? He entered to Heim, but was defeated. But he didn't die, right? Sir Latimer. Latimer frequent Heim since charged with the defense of Heim was killed fighting the Order of Ascendance. Okay, he's dead. Sibyl Josephine. This is, yeah, I think the sister, right? She was a Sibyl in the Order of Philaha, whose faction Hierophant. Unlike the Wallisters and Bakram, many Galgastani soldiers with the Order. Among these, Sibyls often occupy positions of command, since most Sibyls are inclined to respect order, not. Oh, she was slain. Okay. Okay, so there's no more new people. Okay. Chaos Frame. I don't know what this means. Why? Oh, so in Wallister, yeah, this like, I think one is the holy, and then at the bottom is chaos, maybe. So Wallister, while we were in Wallister, we were 50% chaos, maybe. At Galgastan, we are 56% chaos. In Bakram, we were mostly holy and hardly any chaos. I think, right? Is that what it means? I have no idea. Okay, and then titles. Oh, we have all of these titles. Bringer of Peace. He who walks the deeps. Dynasty King Slayer. Slayer of the Wind Watch. Earth Watch. Lightning. Oh, these are the fortresses. Okay. Savior of Valeria, Lord of the Battlefield. Okay, that is the last one we won. And music, saving and loading, detailed help, chariot, tarot. Okay, we want to do this. You can use the world tarot to jump to certain points in previously completed areas of the story. These are called anchor points. Moving between anchor points, there are multiple anchor points in each chapter. You can view these on a timeline by using the World Tarot command in the Warren report. This timeline is also used to select a specific anchor point to jump to. Rewinding the story, the state of the story is saved as you pass each tarot point. When you jump to a tarot point, you resume playing from that point in the story. If you return to a point before an important decision is made, you can make a different decision if you choose. Your party remains unchanged. Details such as party and unit levels, inventory, and war funds are retained when you jump to an anchor point. This is also true of units who join your party, though they may revert to guests not under your control depending on story developments. Even in these cases, they will always return to your party once their duties are complete. Okay. Lost information. Each anchor point records your progress to the up to the point at which you passed it. For this reason, anything that occurred after the selected anchor point will be lost. Now, I don't understand this. Each anchor point records your progress up to the point at which you passed it. For this reason, anything that occurred after the selected anchor point will be lost. So it will only be kept if we reach up to the next anchor point. Yeah, each anchor point records your progress up to the point at which you pass it. Okay, okay. So if we started, if we started a new anchor point, backward to an anchor point, and there are like 10 segments to it, to get to the next anchor point. If we only do 5 of that and we stop, then we lose all that 5 points, I think. Right? Yeah, if we go to the next anchor point, but without going all the way to, okay. Yeah, we have to finish all the points to the next anchor point before the new history is created. Notice this, the new notice disappears from talk entries. Oh, in the world once you read them. Using the World Tarot will not restore these notices to their unread state. However, sometimes different color new notices will appear in the talk section after using the World Tarot. Reading certain entries can open up new possibilities in the game, but using the World Tarot can revert your progress to before these changes have taken place. Since the new notice no longer appears, it can be difficult to know which entries you need to reread to advance the game to its previous state. When this happens, entries you've previously read that open up new avenues of progress are marked with a different color new notice. You use the World Tarot and don't know what to do next to advance the story by try checking the Warren report for these different new color notices. Oh, I guess many features that become available as you proceed through the game can still be used after jumping to a different point in the story using the World Tarot. So Chariot Tarot, yeah, we can do that. Training battles, we can do that. Shops, crafting, and other features that unlock items for sale. The Warren Report, titles, music, chaos, frame, charms. The titles earned and music unlocked are never lost when the World Tarot is used. They are still accessible in the Warren Report. Each anchor point, see, there are 3, right? 3 levels. We have apparently the top part and the middle part and then the lower part. And so okay, each anchor point records your progress in the story up to the point you pass it. The status of each unit relating to the story is also saved. This means that when you use the World Tarot, you may experience some inconsistencies. Here's an example of an inconsistency you may encounter. You pass the anchor point B. Here is an example of an inconsistency you may encounter. You pass anchor point B with Canopus present in the story and your party. You later dismiss Canopus, then jump back to anchor point B using the World Tarot. Wait, you pass anchor point B. Okay, yeah, I can see A and B, yes. You pass anchor point B with Canopus present in your story and your party. You later dismiss Canopus, then jump back to anchor point B using the World Tarot. Yes, I think our dismissing Canopus will not be recorded. The story data recorded when you pass anchor B includes Canopus as being present. However, since the state of a party is maintained even when you move back on the timeline, Canopus remains dismissed from your party. In this situation, even though Canopus has been dismissed, he will appear in the story as though he were present. The information in the Warren Report will also treat Canopus as though he were still in your party. Huh? Each time you pass an anchor point, the data it contains is updated. Continuing on from the example above. After jumping to anchor point B, you jump back to anchor point A at point before Canopus appears in the story. Canopus then joins your party as part of the story, but then you dismiss him again before reaching anchor B. When you pass anchor B, the anchor point data will be updated to reflect his absence from your party. So if we accidentally dismiss him, we can actually get him back. Okay. You can move between various locations and customize your party on the world map. Moving between locations, move the feather cursor to the desired location, then press X. Note that moving to an uncontrolled location, red, will always trigger a battle or event, while moving to a controlled blue may trigger a battle or event. Okay. Main menu, party and war report commands can be used at any point on the map, while the scale, the shop, and the train commands only appear when your party is at a town or castle. Opening the main menu, press X while. Okay, world map, strongholds. Some locations such as castles may be comprised of multiple areas. These strongholds have a separate map similar to the world map. So maybe we never looked at this before. Okay, let's look at levels. There are two important levels, unit level and party level. Each unit has its own level. Units generally gain levels by earning experience points in battle. You can view a unit's level using a party command. A unit's level is capped at the current. Okay, we know that. Party level. Yeah, okay, we know that. Oh, level sync. When the power of your units exceed that of your enemies, level sync adjusts the power of your units to match. This ensures that battles remain challenging even when using the world turret to travel back in time. Level sync only applies to battles you haven't completed yet. In most cases, you can turn level sync off and on for battles you've completed. Okay. Each battle has a level that determines the strength of the enemies you'll face. You can see the battle level when assembling your party at the party menu. Level sync compares the level of each unit against the battle level. If any of your units are higher level, their stats are adjusted to a more appropriate level for that stage. Units whose level subject to okay. Item scaling. When level sync applies, high level units aren't the only things adjusted. The power of their equipment may also be selected. If units are wearing equipment that is comparatively strong for that stage, item scaling will also apply to the stats of that equipment. Units whose units is subject to item scaling are marked with a icon for the battle. For battles you've already completed, level sync can be disabled on the battle party screen. However, when level sync is disabled, units that would normally be subject to level sync do not earn experience points. There are also certain battles in which level sync cannot be disabled. Okay. Okay, our timer went off, so I guess this would be a good place to cut the episode right here. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope you join me in the next episode. Bye!